just a swinging. Well, here it is now, November 12th. Still no buck on the pole. You know, we've been seeing some deer off and on, depending on the weather. When it's warm, we're not seeing them, and when it was cool, we were seeing action. We're back on this field where we're seeing a really nice 10-point running a doe hard, and that's been about 5 days ago. And I truly believe that the older bucks have been on lockdown. The thing you can probably tell today is we've got 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, and yesterday we had winds up to 60. We didn't come out yesterday evening because of that. But it is the rut. We're on a big Whitetail Institute plot here. And every now and then we got to grab the tree and hold on. The good thing for my spider web bibs, you definitely don't want to be 25 feet up in a tree in these kind of winds. I mean, you don't want to be up in a tree at any time without being connected. We've got a lot of deer that's using this green field, and I'm just hoping that some of them get out here and feed, lure a buck out that we like, and maybe we can lure him over here. Two-year-old 10, I can't do it. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna hide it. I made a bad shot on him on a chip shot, 30 yards. And this wind's blowing about 30 miles an hour, and something happened right there as I released. He was walking, the wind blowing me, and anyways, a bad shot, but we will get him. We're just gonna let him go, and you can see I'm not watching where he goes in the wood. We're back. Like I said last night, things sometimes don't go right, and very disappointed myself. I shot that deer back, and I went to shoot as he stopped, and he continued to walk, and I was leaned back in the tree, and my back bumped something, and I hit him back in the paunch, about middle of the body, and we watched him walk across this field. He's obviously hurt, and hopefully I can demonstrate to you today, when you do hit one back, the biggest factor in recovering him is time. Like if that would have happened in the morning, I wouldn't even come over here and look for 4 or 5 hours. Well, it's been overnight. It got down to 30s overnight. I watched him for quite some time walk around in this woods, and I think he'll be bedded right in here. So With the help of powers up above, we'll find this deer. Behind this deadfall, and there was a tree that leans real hard this way that I seen him go behind, so. Okay. I found him. Would have never thought that would happen in Missouri. You know, I had this happen to me in Oklahoma a few years ago where they ate the whole deer to the head. And, but that's Oklahoma, where the coyote, you know, is king. When you got enough coyotes to eat a mature buck from dark to daylight, you know you got a problem. You know, the last several years, notice when you see your does come out in the field, you know, there'd be 5 or 6 mature does and only, you know, 2 or 3 fawns. You know, back in our heyday, there used to be, you know, every doe would have 2, some 3. Everyone would have 1 fawn. You know, during the rut, you know, there's just young deer running everywhere. It's not the case anymore. And even like this year in this area, there's no EHD, there's not many fawns. And it's all because of predation. The coyote numbers have gotten so thick now that when fawning time comes, they just scour the countryside, and those little fawns are very easy for them to find, and they eat most of them. You know, there's nothing we can do about EHD, but there is something we can do about the predators. We can kill all we can kill by predator calling, but one of the things we got to do is start trapping. Even though coyotes aren't worth money, I'm going to start trapping a whole lot more, and I hope after this, a lot of you will. And together, we can get our deer herd back.